Ladies and gentlemen, here we go with game number 2. Potential match point for Team Empire over Team Rain. Empire is 3-0 right now. Rain is sitting kind of in the middle of the pack right now, so we'll see if they're able to overcome their opponents. Let's go ahead and get into the game. So Empire Cost is going to be starting at the, should have started with the other guy, bottom right-hand position as the purple Terran, top right-hand position as the blue Protoss. We have Rain Inori, and Inori chose Taldaram Altar. Very interesting choice, in my opinion. Sheth?
I agree. I'm not a huge PvP expert, obviously, but from these positions we can see here, I think it's good positions for the Terran. He can drop ship pretty easily to that natural base. He can push pretty easily if he wants to that natural base. And the Terran, on the other hand, can kind of defend fairly easy because it's kind of a long walk around despite it seeming to be shorter. So again, the main thing being that Terran has a lot of cool drop places. Protoss has no really short walking distance, and he has no real great place to drop or even harass with anything, at least from what I can tell in these positions.
Now, I do want to mention Koss is playing it a little tricky right now, going gas first. He's actually playing towards the map. He's saying to himself, well, this is a pretty big map. Nexus first is really common, so I'm going to go ahead and put down my gas first, and then I'm going to put down a barracks and a factory, probably put a reactor on that factory as well. And with that reactor factory, you can get a lot of Hellions out, and it actually is a very nice soft counter to any sort of gateway, or not gateway, Nexus first openings. But of course, we don't see that coming out from Inori. He's going for a gateway first.
Yeah, and this map also has a lot of great places to use Banshees as well, to come in from the side, to come in from top, coming from below. There are so many areas that the Banshees can be effective. And although I agree with you that Hellions will definitely come at some point pretty early, I think also a big part of this can be some sort of Banshee play.
Yep, Banshee play is definitely a possibility. There's that reactor though, but yeah, Banshee is definitely a possibility, but it's going to come a little bit later. It probably won't have Cloak. This is going to be a very heavy mineral dump, so he won't have those extra minerals, that disposable income to actually allocate towards that extra Vespian gas, and get that Cloak up. That's the big thing. So he could. It's a normal follow-up as well, just to be the extra annoying. But for now, it looks like no units out in the field. And if this probe gets in there, nope, it won't. I was thinking if the probe gets in there and puts a pylon right underneath the barracks, like that's...
Oh, that would have been cute.
Oh my god, people used to do that to me in StarCraft 1. I would just... back then you could press Control Q. I would just do that, man. Let's see the game.
Alright, and there's the two Hellions. There's Koss. I actually am not sure about this bunker placement. It almost makes Inori think that perhaps this is Command Center first, or not even Command Center first, but some sort of hidden, or some sort of expansion. Oh, we might lose a Marine though.
Now that the Hellions are out though, this should help quite a bit. The Zealot is actually being targeted down there. The Zealot should never get a hit on anything. The Hellions are super fast and mobile.
Yep.
That goes down. And the Hellions, what they are just punishing players for taking expansions and abusing this open space at that natural. You can see there's so many different spaces, but now we can see Inori is actually going to back him all the way to his choke from his main. But still, the Hellions have a lot of good purposes going into this mid-game. They can still poke at this natural until the unit count gets pretty high for Inori. It's going to be pretty difficult to actually deal with these. They're just going to be a little bit of a nuisance. Meanwhile, the expansion is taken by Cass. He can really do a huge set of things, whether it be something like, ooh, is he going to fit in? No, he isn't.
Nope. Nice wall by Inori.
Koss can still be, as you said, go Banshee, go for a 1-1-1. He can be technical like that. He could be just going mass barracks units. Marauder Hellion has been known to be quite strong in specific situations, but he could be doing stuff like that. Also, he could be just expanding. The range is really big, so Inori has to prepare against so many different things. That's why we see sort of a fast robo. He's going to be getting an observer ASAP to check out what his opponent is doing off of a very minimal gas count.
Yep, I like how Cost kind of forces the Protoss to be defensive and then proceeds to go really macro heavy.
Oh my god.
Takes 2 command centers, one of them he just props down right at the expansion. I like this play quite a bit, and Nori will eventually find out, but by then it's going to be too late to do early enough pressure, and even at this point, getting an observer, really just kind of defending and getting ready for any sort of Banshee or timing attack from the Terran, making 2 more gateways. So I really think Cost is getting the advantage here by not making any units really defend and just kind of teching up really heavily.
Yeah, it's kind of cool actually. I really like this, and he's continuing on with the starport tech, which gives him the extra mobility with these Hellions. Of course, they could just go into the main and cause a lot of just unrest, I think, in among a lot of death among the workers. The workers are going to be like, no, we don't want to die, but they'll die. No bueno.
I see.
Right now,
well, it's gonna be good.
I was just gonna say right now everything's just gonna settle down. They're gonna macro up. Really, they don't have a choice. This isn't really a common opening that we see all too many times. So right now, both of them are just gonna try to feel each other out and see where the upgrades stand, the army composition, the amount of units stand, and based on that, that's where they're gonna like try to actually go from there.
Yeah, well, I have to say, I think Inori is going to decide to go for... Oh, there's that dropship we were talking about, those 4 Hellions. I was going to say, I think Inori making these 2 Immortals, I think he's going to go for a timing with this 5-gate, 1 robotics facility, but he also has 1 left as a gateway instead of a warp gate. That's not going to hurt him now, but it might hurt him at some point. And those Hellions, I don't know how much damage it did, but they at least stopped some mining, which is really what Cost needs to do if this is going to be an all-in by the Protoss. And I have to say, I think it's looking that way to me.
I love what Cost did. He identified that, hey, there are Immortals out. I need to get down extra bunkers because they're really good. And, that's why you see 4 bunkers out in the field. He's just getting all of his upgrades as fast as possible. He's producing off of what looks like to be 3-4 barracks. And he's getting his 5th one as we speak. He doesn't have any big upgrades yet, like stim, like +1, but once he works towards that and he gets it, he will be able to just be completely safe against any of those busts. And actually, Inori's not even going to go for it. He's going to blow down his rocks and take the 3rd.
Yep, he just wanted to fake it, get in his Twilight Council. But look at this, the 4 Hellions are going to run in.
Uh-oh.
Running lines.
Lined up. Oh my god. No. Inori! He's going to lose a lot of probes still. Not yet, but still. Ouch.
Looks like he is.
Oh. Sweet Jesus.
There's that trademark dead probes. Wow.
19 probes.
Wow.
19
49
probes.
to 29 now. Yep. Went from even harvester count to much not even. Oh man.
That's about... Yeah.
Game rests on things like that. I mean, the Terran, all he did was had 4 Hellions in a dropship, and that's going to win the whole game for him.
I know.
It's pretty impressive telling where that is, and he saw Inori breaking the rocks, man. Those rocks were definitely on the Terran's team. For sure. For
those of you that play chess, that's like losing your queen in the first 4 moves and then trying to play it out like it's a standard game. That's a really tough game for Inori to actually win at this point, just because the killing that many probes and their strength relative to the amount of harvesters that he had, that is just gigantic. You can see 1,000 income in minerals to 2,000 for Koss. And Koss is now taking his 3rd. He's just looking superior to his opponent, has better upgrades at this point, getting +1 combat shields and +1 armor. Could have said just +1/1. But the army count is superior. Everything is just going Koss's way.
Yeah, he has a 3rd base earlier. He has upgrades earlier. He has a bigger army, and only now is Nor getting Blink, which isn't going to be exceptionally strong against this really heavy Marine Marauder force. He actually needs something else to be able to deal with, like a timing or pressure here, and he's not going to have it. Basically, I feel getting the Stalkers with Blink would have been fine if he still had the amount of probes. Yes. He had an advantage in army size, and he could have kept building that, and it would have overcame the fact that there is this army. But now with Blink, it's not going to really help him defend from a straight-on attack, I don't think, which may or may not be coming. We'll have to see. I definitely feel like it has a chance of coming, though, for sure.
Yeah, and poor Nori, he doesn't even have enough probes to saturate 2 base, and he has his 3rd base now. It will help, of course, in the extra probe production, but still so sad for him, because if you can look, the main looks okay. Yeah, the main's perfect. Let's go ahead and see the natural, though. That's not. You can see it's suboptimal. He wants it a little bit higher, just about, what is that, 3 or 4 probes higher. So it's kind of unfortunate. He's working with the bare minimum in both of his expansions right now. And, you know, he's just trying to hold on for dear life. But as soon as that 1-1 or the 2-2 hits, Koss can basically have his ways with his opponent, because we don't see any forges out in the field.
Well, you're seeing that going to happen now. 2 armies meet up together. They're just going to hang out in A move, from what I can tell. If you look at the supply difference, it's 130 to 170. And that's all because of those Hellions. Both had really good macro. Like, even look at the Terran has 1,500 minerals left over, and he still has this sort of a supply lead. Just showing how effective little bitty harasses can be in the mid game, and just something small can completely change a game. Yeah,
Hellions, they don't have Blue Flame anymore, but they still have their purposes for sure. And Koss showing that very nicely. Now, what Koss has going for him, of course, is that Storm, but somehow or another, it's like, or excuse me, not Koss, Inori has going for him. He has that Storm coming up, but somehow or another, Koss has the Ghosts already being made.
Oh yeah, this is going to be 2 EMPs, man. He needed a split previously, now he, oh, beautiful feedbacks. But still, look at this position. Those Gateway and the Nexus kind of hurting the Protoss. Blinking forward, but just no DPS even compares to that Marine fire. Wow.
Some pretty clutch feedbacks, but it's not going to be enough at this point. The 1-1 is just way too good against this 0-0 Protoss army. The 3rd dies, all the army dies. There's the big warp in, and he doesn't even care. He could have focused down that 1 pylon. There it is, GG. And that does it. It puts Team Empire at a 4-0 lead. They're going to stay in 1st place here at the NASTL. And, you know, Sheth, 4 Hellions, I heard, are pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. They managed to win the ace match for him. Koss played that beautifully. Empire manages to, like you said, I think he tied for 1st. It's pretty amazing, pretty good position for them for sure.
Yeah.
And just all around really good games. Glad it went to an ace match. Close stuff.
Yep. I do want to mention that in both ace matches, or both ace games, it was 4 Hellions that won him the game, which is kind of funny.
That's true.
They did like the same amount of damage, same amount of probe kills. But that being said, congratulations again to Empire. Rain almost had it. And, you know, I talk about this over and over in the NASTL. It really shows you that all these teams have the capacity of beating each other. They all have the chance to actually kill each other. Even like, you know, Rain, who is doing okay. Don't get me wrong, they're doing okay in the league, but obviously Empire is just on a roll up being 4-0 right now. It came down to this ace match, gets very close. So any of these teams can beat any of these other teams. So really, really happy with the results though. Obviously Empire, such a fantastic team. They're showing that they are one of the best, if not the best team in the foreign scene. Anyway, that's going to do it for us today here at the NASTL. Sean, thank you so much for casting with me. Do you have any shout-outs and last words you want to say before we actually end this?
Well, sure. For me, big thanks to TeamLiquid.net and Team Liquid, my team. If you haven't checked it out, please do. I talked to someone today who fixed my internet who said he's a big fan of Husky, but he hadn't heard of Team Liquid, so I sent him there, and I'll try and send you guys there too if I can. So check that out. Other than that, of course, a big shout out to our sponsors, personally for Liquid, being Twitch, Razer, and I usually forget one, but how could I forget the little app factory? Yep, I didn't forget it, just momentary laughs. And again, if you want to find out more about me, check it out, twitter.com/liquidchef and facebook.com/liquidchef. How about you, Andre? Where can we find more about the NASL and your sponsors and tons more information?
Well, thanks, Sean. And of course, we have you on all the time, and we always love it when you're here. You can find out more information about the NASL, NASTL, NASL Season 3 on our website, www.nasl.tv. You can also check out any of the action that you might have missed from the NASTL or the NASL Season 1, Season 2. That can be found in 1080p quality on YouTube, youtube.com/NAStarLeague. Of course, it's all for free. Go check it out. There are a lot of great games. You can even find our good old friend Liquid Sheth over there in a lot of our matches, so go check it out. Again, it's youtube.com/NAStarLeague. We want to talk about a couple of giveaways that we're doing. First is going to be the AZO monitor. The AZO monitor is signed by all your favorite people from the NASL Season 2. You can check them out, like them on Facebook. I've been saying them wrong the whole time. Like them on Facebook. You can go over to facebook.com/EIZOUSA, EIZOUSA. So definitely check them out. Also, we want to talk about the NSQ that's actually currently going on right now. Not right now, but February 9th to March 8th. March 3rd. Wow. I continued the 3 on the other side apparently. But February 9th to March 3rd, it's a single elimination bracket with a $1,000 prize pool. 8 qualify for the NASL Season 3. What does that mean? Well, the people that qualify for NASL Season 3 will go into the group stages. The group stages has a lot of added benefits. I'll go over the 3 main ones. It's going to be a live format, but basically we're going to make schedules work for everybody. We're going to try our hardest at least. Of course, there's always going to be schedule conflicts. Life is life as such. And we're going to do our best so that the players can play at the best times possible. That way they're mentally fresh. They're able to play on their A game. Also, everything will have money on the line. Everything. Now, all the games will have money on the line. That makes it more exciting games. Every single game will be fought for. We'll be making a really, really nice series, in my opinion. We're going to have a lot of great games. Last but not least, we want to talk about the travel expenses that will be paid for all the finalists. So, of course, there was, a stipend. Normally, it worked out for everybody. It was pretty fair in that anybody that qualified for the NASL would get the stipend. But now we've gotten to the point where we can pay for all the travel expenses. So all the finalists will get that. Big kudos. And that's going to do it for the NASL Season 3. You can check out more information on our website. Again, www.nasl.tv for information about the Season 3 and the NSQ. I want to thank the people that made this possible. That is, of course, our sponsors. I want to start with AZO Monitors. They are the monitor supplier here at the NASL. Also, iBuyPower. You can see these beautiful computers on the sides. They're powering the NASL studios. We want to thank Kingston HyperX, Beyond Gaming, and last but not least, Cooler Master. So a big thanks to all of our sponsors for making this possible. Please go tweet at them, Facebook them, like them, everything you possibly can do, because they are huge supporters of esports, and without them, we wouldn't be possible. Anyway, that's going to do it for everything here at the NASL studios. You can actually check us in a little bit. Actually, check Sheth and Gretorp. After this, they're going to be playing up in the show match series that's coming up. It's going to be Idra versus Alive. Definitely stay tuned. I'll be here in the studios hosting it. But from everybody here at the NASL studios, I hope you guys have a good day if you guys aren't going to watch that. But definitely tune in, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.